Every high school, every community has its legend. Some guys, the big fish in a small pond type, they stay around years after graduation, still talking about the glory days. That's not a great look. But when you go on and become an NFL player, then you come home. That's doing it right.
But there is good news for Texas and everyone else here at this Dallas Baptist Regional, and that is the forecast.
Texas and Charlie Strong no longer have a quarterback committed in their 2015 class.
It is not the Ice Bowl tonight. It is not the frozen tundra, but around here, it's probably the closest we're going to get to it.
And yet, heading into the weekend at the U.S. Open, 16 golfers below par, and only one, Spieth, has ever won a major.
Tarp was still down, but I was thinking they can play. There's no lightning, a little drizzle. And then when the meteorologists show up outside the ballpark, that's when you start to think perhaps this game isn't happening today.
For many of us, high school is where our athletic careers peaked and ended. For us, the stories we tell that grow more exaggerated by the year is what's left of our legacy. But for the real legends of high school football, there is the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame.
Oklahoma will arrive just before the top of the hour. Texas will follow, and the fans for both sides already lining up, waiting for the teams to arrive for the game. And what an opportunity it is for Texas today to redefine their season.
1 month after Jordan Spieth left Texas to golf professionally, he signed a deal with Under Armour. When they tried to outfit him in neon colors and busy patterns, Spieth wouldn't agree to it. The 21-year-old has a classic taste. His game isn't a fad, and after 3 dominant days at the Masters, he's 18 holes from the fashion look that every golfer covets, a green jacket.
This is what they're all playing for tonight. Look at the hardware, the gold ball. It is the 13th Taco Shack Bowl.
Good evening and welcome to game night. It is March 1, so where better to start than with college basketball? Texas finishing February with 4 straight losses in a team that began the season ranked 10th nationally, now 6-10 in the Big 12. They're not only on the bubble right now, they're just flat out on the outside looking in for the field of 68 in the NCAA tournament. According to the projections, this after missing a huge chance to strengthen the resume yesterday at Allen Fieldhouse, taking on 8th-ranked Kansas. Isaiah Taylor absolutely controlled the game for large stretches. Somehow finishes that. Texas goes up 22-21. Taylor getting in the lane, scoring and dishing. Easy one for Miles Turner, the little flip right over his head. Then before the half, would you believe that DeMarcus Holland is a 49% three-point shooter this season? Gets the roll there, and Texas goes up 34-31 after 20 minutes. Again, Taylor in the lane, up and under, takes a bump. For a guy who's kind of skinny, he really can play through contact. Texas goes up by 6. Taylor had 17 points, but Kansas would battle back. Kelly Oubre, Kansas lead after he makes the free throw. Perry Ellis had a huge game, 28 points, 13 rebounds. And under 2 minutes to go, Landon Lucas and the Jayhawks are up 5. But Texas isn't done. Kendall Yancey, nice execution on the out-of-bounds play. He knocks down the 3. It's a 2-point game. Texas needs a stop. They get a stop. On the turnover, Taylor, you know he's going attack mode. Maybe gets the bailout call here, but it doesn't matter because he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. So Texas needs another stop. And again, they get it. Bodies get peeled up, and Texas has another chance. 12.4 to go. Again, it's Taylor. This time it really looks like he earned a whistle, but he doesn't get it. Maybe a reach, maybe a block, but there's no call. Kansas puts it away at the stripe, and another tough loss for Texas, and the timing could not be worse.
We love the game, basically, and it's just fun to see the ball go into the hoop again.
Meet the Texas Fire Ants, only in their second season.
1, 2, 3, go Fire Ants!
It just might be Texas' most experienced basketball team.
I knew you was going to ask that. I am 77.
These Ants are grandmothers playing granny basketball. Hoops with rules made for a team with women from 57 all the way up to 81-year-old Clara German.
Come on, Judy. I have 10 grandchildren and 9 great-grandchildren, and my grandchildren thinks it's a hoot because I'm playing granny basketball. I haven't played basketball for about 61 years or so.
There was a time when women's basketball played by very different rules, and it just so happens that those 1920s rules are tailor-made for a 50 and up league. 6 players take the floor, 2 stay on offense, 2 stay on defense, and 2 roam the middle of the court.
There's not supposed to be running or jumping, and there's the old rules of 2 dribbles, and there's not supposed to be any body contact.
Things do get competitive.
Timeout! Well, it's probably not supposed to be, but I can't ever play without being competitive.
Playing in high school, it was okay to try to take the ball away from somebody, and I find myself doing that, and I get called on it quite a lot too.
And then there's the uniforms, 1920s rules and 1920s style. Midi blouses, bloomers, and bows, socks letting the teams show their colors. Modesty is strictly enforced.
If your leg is short or something, then it's called a flesh foul, and it's actually a technical foul.
The sport has spread from Iowa to 5 other states, and a Granny basketball national tournament began in 2008. But so far, only 2 teams have formed in Texas. The Fire Ants are hoping for more competition or even more teammates. But who better than this group to sell that it's never too late to get started?
Maybe setting examples for the younger girls. Instead of getting out your crochet needles, there's something else to do.
Well, I'm 71, and I don't consider myself old. So it keeps me young. You just feel like you're 16 when you're on the floor again.
Come on, ladies! Come on, Hilda! Just being able to play basketball again, mainly. I've always dreamed of doing it again, and now I'm living my dreams.
Brent Carney, KXAN News. For curling in Austin, these are your people, the Lone Star Curling Club.
I've never been on ice on purpose. You know, you step out of your car and slip and fall, but till I stepped on the ice here in Austin.
It was Pat's job to teach me, a Popovich as my coach. Seemed like a good omen.
A foot up, a foot back, hips up, go!
I asked her the biggest challenges for beginners.
I think is just the idea they're going to slide out of the hack.
Slide out.
I'm supposed to going.
Yeah, go.
Hold on. Okay.
Well, she was right, and I had been wrong. While reassessing my own athletic ability, I quickly realized that I had disrespected curling. It's much harder than it looks. This right here was my best effort. Speed up the video, and it ends in the house, or in non-curling terms, right where it's supposed to be.
In the game.
I tried sweeping and looked similarly uncomfortable. But after merely an hour, I was flirting with respectability.
You got it.
Oh yes, curling does get intense, but you always smile and you always shake their hands. You always say good curling.
Good curling, the salutation that officially ends this sport. Thankfully, even if there wasn't any good curling. Brent Carney, KXAN News.